this administration is Epstein occupied. They're all terrified to speak out about it. The most notorious child sex trafficker in the history of the world was best buddies with the president. That's a distraction. And then I'm assuming she's speaking about Alligator Alcatraz, the concentration and torture camp in southern Florida. Also, doesn't matter, irrelevant. There's probably citizens in there. We don't know, who cares? We can't check it, doesn't matter, it's fake. What matters to the American people is the minutia of budgetary rules on an agency. No one cares. Like, if the Democrats were a 10% competent party, it'd be an FDR landslide. You know what I mean? If the Democrats were having scandals at the rate the Republicans were having scandals, it'd be a 50-state sweep.
Because they know how to attack. Is it reasonable to say that Nancy Pelosi is defending Trump on the Epstein files situation?
Yes. Welcome back to the United Front.
Just call me Dave.
I'm just Max. Big week. A lot of news has happened.
It's been an Epstein week. Epstein is in the air.
And an Epstein week.
It's been a heavily Epsteined. Yeah. Trump is flailing. He's flailing, trying to get us to look every other direction that he can possibly think of.
The Obama thing that kind of happened like last night or yesterday.
That's investigate Obama for something. I don't know.
So I want to talk about the Wall Street Journal bombshell that they dropped on Trump. Mm-hmm. So I want to do this in chronological order, this chain of events. Okay. The Wall Street Journal article and then Trump's reaction.
Oh, I want to
kind of go in chronological order here.
Okay, all right. So we're talking about this article. By the way, this article was just a reporting of this birthday compilation book that Ghislaine Maxwell put together.
Yeah, and when did it come out?
One of the this was an old book made in like 2003 or something for his
the 50th birthday.
50th birthday party for Epstein.
Yep.
And she included
organized
all the little,
by Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yes. Including all of the little handwritten notes and stuff from all of Epstein's best buds. And none other than Donald Trump is one of them.
Ghislaine Maxwell called Trump because he's his best bud.
Yeah.
So, Wall Street Journal, Tuesday night, so the 15th.
Okay.
Calls Trump.
Yes.
And says, hey, comment. We got this on you. We have an article we're publishing. Trump, on the 16th, so the next morning, puts out let me pull up the correct tweet. Okay. On the 16th at like 9:43 a.m. I got it right here.
Is this before the article dropped?
Yeah, it dropped on the 17th.
All right.
So he was called on the 15th, like that night.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal spoke to him and got his comment.
Okay.
The morning after, he tweets out, there's a conspiracy, the radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, puts out the huge tweet. Mm-hmm. And it's the one that this is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. The first tweet of him like really kind of losing it.
Right.
Was the morning after Wall Street Journal spoke to him.
But before it was released. So that's where that came from.
He knew it was coming out before we did.
So that's
why he jumped early.
And that was a huge post, by the way, filled with numerous examples of classic narcissistic reactions and overreactions and just incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he posts this panic post.
It was a panic.
Because he had spoken to Wall Street Journal. So my take is he knew what they had.
Yeah, definitely.
And he definitely knew it was real. And so he's like,
yeah, he's panicking.
Hoax, 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 hoax. He just tweets about it, right?
Clearly panicking.
So then the article comes out with all the pictures that I've never drawn a picture in my life. And then here's, the massive compilation of things that he's drawn.
Yeah, it took only a few hours after he said that before all the auction items. He actually seems to be a pretty decent artist. Now,
a little scribble pad artist with like the half-inch thick Sharpie that he loves using.
Yeah.
Pretty good, actually.
Well, his entire life, he's been a real estate developer. And a part of that gig is to kind of to be able to sketch some ideas. Like, this is what I want the building to look like.
Oh, yeah.
Like drawings. So it's completely understandable. In fact, One of the drawings I saw was something he drew in 2003, and it was like a picture of this whole buildingscape, like a road, and cars on it, and it's so. I mean, he definitely draws pictures.
And then there's the.
Even though he said he doesn't write drawings. Yes.
So then there was the one they were talking about, the outline of the naked woman and whatever he did with that.
In that note.
In that note.
That went in Epstein's birthday book.
Yeah. It was a conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person, so kind of goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
There must be more to life than having everything, is how the note began. So it'll be Donald, Jeffrey, Donald, Jeffrey, Donald, Jeffrey. So it starts with Trump. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Trump, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday.
It's awfully kind of cryptic. You don't really know what any of that means, but it's definitely some sort of like cryptic language.
The gift he gave Epstein on his birthday basically was like a crude drawing with Sharpie of like boobs. They're like middle schoolers.
Oh, is that what it was?
In their intelligence. Yeah, that note is just basically like a super stupid boob drawing.
I never saw the picture. It has the picture of that note been released?
No. And a fifth grader would draw the same level thing that they drew. So it's so
juvenile.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that like these wildly evil people are like so giddy and laughing about their like middle school code talk to each other. And like stupid pictures of boobs.
About children.
But it's about children. So it's like this weird contrast of like they're super evil, but they're like not like the movies of like this crazy kind of, you know?
Like brilliant.
It's like...
You know, they're not Lex Luthor over here.
No, they're like dumb and childish.
Dumb and childish and narcissistic and...
Yeah, but they're not like...
Inherited wealth.
The banality of evil. They're not like crazy, evil, dark layer. None of that. It's not how that works. It's weird, like, kind of the contrast is like, okay, they're really stupid and super evil.
Yeah, and juvenile.
It's kind of a hard thing to like, because you expect them to be
I get that.
Like a super villain.
I get that.
Nope.
Yeah, I get that.
Nope, they clearly don't behave to each other like idiots.
And this Epstein thing isn't going away, but what else have you got on
No,
this?
It's not going out. So Trump is going to sue, apparently.
I heard it was some ridiculous figure.
The Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned directly by Donald J. Trump that the supposed letter they printed by Trump to Epstein was fake, and if they printed it, they will be sued. So, no, he won't sue, because if he sues, all this is going to get put on blast way more than he wants it to be.
Oh, right.
Like in a courtroom?
Maybe more would be released, more information would come to light.
All of the images that they didn't necessarily put in the article would be out to the public.
And he said he wanted to sue for $10 billion.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, I think it's a thing where he just wants to be like, I'll sue you, you take it down. But
they're not taking it
down. He knows it's good that it's good evidence. That's why he panicked originally. Mm-hmm. And so why would he sue and like get his own evil deeds exposed to the world?
Yeah, so he's not going to sue.
No, of course not. It's just him trying to be Teflon Don and do everything he can to... Mm-hmm. But he can't do the one thing he's always done, which is just own it. You know, grab him by the pussy thing. He was like, you know...
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk, right? And it's what he does, but you can't be like, my best friend Jeffrey. He can't do that on stage.
Nope.
Right? So he doesn't know what to do.
Other than to call it a hoax.
His one strategy that he always has is own it or say it's a hoax, but his base is bought in that it's real. Because it is real, also.
Yes.
Let's be clear. It's a conspiracy. It's as real as gravity is real.
Is this going to be the thing?
The base is not
finally
being quiet.
Trump down?
It's really fracturing. The base is not calming down.
Yeah.
Their damage control, which is escalating in the urgency,
right,
is not doing anything.
No, they really aren't.
I mean, all the heavyweights online are still like, where's the file?
Still Trump questioning it. Special prosecutor to
calling him insane and like a liar and dumb and stuff like that.
Pam Bondi seems to be slightly less out of the crosshairs, maybe a little bit over the last just a few days.
Yeah,
but probably still not out of the crosshairs.
Probably because Trump can't help himself but to jam himself right in the middle of it, because probably he doesn't trust anyone can solve this. And so now that this story has all happened, they spoke to Nancy Pelosi, they being MSNBC. So a friendly station.
MSDNC?
MSDNC. So a friendly station, kind of by all metrics. I'm going to play a clip.
Okay.
Relevant.
Okay.
And if you don't hate Democrats already.
Oh. So this is establishment Democrats we're talking about.
Yeah, Nancy's kind of the poster child for establishment Democrats.
Okay, what?
For corporate established Democrats. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to hear it. Are you going to drop this in so they can?
Yeah, I'll drop it in.
Is it your sense there's anything the president can do now to get his supporters to move off of the Epstein issue? Should he? Where do you land on this?
You know, again, this is a distraction. This is a distraction. We have major issues right here with things we're voting on today in the Congress. Again, in terms of the rescission that the president and the Senate have sent back over us to cut all of these resources out of helping poor people throughout the world, to be America play its leadership role in soft power to keep us safe and to keep us healthy, so that viruses know no boundary. And instead, we're talking about about this thing, and at his own basis has its own views of what the president should do. I'll leave it up to them to talk it out. But again, whether it's Jeffrey Epstein or Alcatraz, it's all off the subject of what they're doing with this budget that is harmful to the kitchen table, meeting the kitchen table needs of the American people.
I want to make sure I understand what you mean when you say distraction. Do you think that Pam Bondi going to Alcatraz is meant potentially as a distraction from Epstein, which has not gone over well at all with the president's base?
No, I think they're both distractions. I think they're both. I don't think she's going to Alcatraz. I think she's planned to do that. But I think that they're both off the subject of what is happening, changing the character and the culture of America.
It's insane. If it were flipped and there was some sort of Dem, like let's say, I don't know, Bill Clinton was involved with Epstein, the right would be hammering him relentlessly.
Fox News would be 24/7 coverage. They would speak about
nothing else.
Nothing in the world could happen to move their conversation away from it.
But Pelosi, even though she's damn well aware that there is nothing that the House Dems are going to be able to do to stop legislation going through at this stage. But the one thing, or one of the things at least, that is very easy to grab onto and use as a powerful attack against Trump, she just says, nah, ignore it. It's a distraction.
Yeah, let's ignore the clearly, obviously Epstein-occupied government. This, administration is Epstein-occupied. They're all terrified to speak out about it. The most notorious child sex trafficker in the history of the world was best buddies with the president. That's a distraction. And then I'm assuming she's speaking about Alligator Alcatraz, the concentration and torture camp in southern Florida. Also, doesn't matter. Irrelevant. There's probably citizens in there. We don't know. Who cares? We can't check it. Doesn't matter. It's fake. What matters to the American people is the minutia of budgetary rules on an agency. No one cares. Like, if the Democrats were a 10% competent party, it'd be an FDR landslide. You know what I mean? If the Democrats were having scandals at the rate that the Republicans were having scandals, it'd be 50-state sweep.
Because they know how to attack.
In the act of playing politics, they know how to do that to some degree.
Is it reasonable to say that Nancy Pelosi is defending Trump on the Epstein files situation?
Yes. It's kind of like a situation of if you're in a bar fight and someone's punching you in the face, the Republicans, and then Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats are holding your arms down and saying, don't fight back. It makes it worse. Both are your enemy. She and many other Democrats who are all well aware of what's happening, all know all the connections. They're not going to sell out Bill Clinton or the Clintons in general, probably. And
who knows who else.
And who knows who else. And all their donors, they're not going to sell them out. So they're in the same camp and same boat as Trump, best friends with Epstein. And so they won't do anything about it.
Disgusting. Weak.
It is.
The mainstream Dems, elite Dems are, I guess, for the most part, okay to hide this or to let the Epstein thing be swept under the rug.
Yeah.
When it's the single greatest threat to the Trump presidency so far, you'd think that they would be all over it. So for Pelosi to come out and say something like that, who's she protecting?
Yeah, it shows the whole uniparty theory.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, like in the other video that we talked about, they'll act like they're enemies and they'll act like they hate each other.
Yeah.
But when, push comes to shove, when it really gets rough, all of a sudden, unified messaging. It's not real. Everyone's calling it a hoax and a distraction. Trump and all the Democrats are calling it a distraction.
Jeez.
So they'd rather protect the pedophiles that they know than, I don't know, do anything good at all in life ever.
Let's land the plane.
It's just evil being protected by more evil.
By the way, that Wall Street Journal article that we talked about, it feels like the Wall Street Journal must have gotten their hands on the book itself, or maybe they just have a picture of the one Trump page.
Yeah,
but my question is this, though.
Yeah.
Who else wrote notes to Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, yeah. Who?
Can you release all of that entire birthday book?
Blast all of them, maybe.
I would love to see the whole birthday book.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it was a previous Department of Justice, so someone under Biden. But the wording is like, they're not sure what's in the investigation now. So it seems like someone who was previously aware of the knowledge leaked a bunch of stuff to them.
Of the book.
By the wording, it seems unlikely it's a current leak. Like someone who's currently employed by the DOJ.
Oh, so it could have been something that they had in the can that they were waiting, maybe.
They were told to sit on or something.
Wow.
Because just same way that Trump is telling everyone to sit on it, the Democrats did the same.
What do you make of Rupert Murdoch, owner of Fox News and the Wall Street Journal, allowing something so damaging to Trump to be released?
I mean, so they've scrapped before, and I think an interesting thing to think about is Murdoch seems to be a little bit more of the corporate evil than more of a Stephen Miller, because they got rid of Tucker Carlson in favor of the Five. Because Tucker Carlson was going more the fascist route, little kind of not the direction they wanted.
Too much.
Yeah, so they want to still be corporatists at the end of the day. So, but he's scrapped with Trump before.
All right.
It's not unlike him, but I'm not sure. But
bombshell week with Epstein, though. Bombshell week. This isn't going away. I don't know how.
No,
I don't know how.
All of the the distractions Nancy Pelosi's claiming that this is will start to come out. The administration's just going to start throwing stuff out. Everyone's going to be releasing random stuff and talking about
to try to distract from Epstein.
Yeah, from the very clear and 100% provable link between Trump and Epstein.
I was listening to Scott Galloway, Prof G.
Yep.
And his line this week on this is, if Donald Trump had an advisor in there next to him to try to make Trump appear to be as guilty as possible, Trump's response over this last week and a half to everything that's going on Epstein, it would be hard for him to seem more guilty than his response.
Yeah.
Than his flailing, his distracting, don't look at me, look over there, it's a hoax, all of that, right? It's like it would be hard to make it.
This is the reaction of a man who's been wealthy and powerful his entire life. He's been able to get away with everything. And if a scandal comes out, he can own it because who cares? I'm Donald Trump. And finally,
there's a scandal that
a scandal that he cannot own, and he cannot simply Teflon his way out of it.
So he
because
has to
his own supporters are holding him to the fire. It's no longer the Democrats, which is insane to say, but it's his voters that are holding him to the fire.
So it's almost like...
So he cannot Teflon out of this, and he can't own it. So what's he supposed to do?
Well, I mean...
So he can call it a hoax, but his base doesn't believe it's a hoax. So now what do you do?
Well, we're going to find out.
We'll see how it unravels.
We're recording on Saturday, so this will be out in a few days.
I'm sure by then it'll be... Epstein's alive, actually.
We will be watching, as everybody is, the Epstein saga, and as this unfolds and how Teflon Don tries to spin it, or what other catastrophe will be, what other bombshell will be artificially pumped out into the into the ether to try to distract us all from what really is the single greatest threat to Trump's presidency, for sure this term so far.
Yeah, for sure this term. Okay.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks.